the last 10 years, the medium of anime has exploded in popularity. Shows like Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer have lifted it from a niche form of entertainment to a worldwide cultural phenomenon. But even after witnessing the insane rise of anime, it can be a surprise to many people when one of their favorite celebrities turns out to be a god-tier weeb. So in this video, we're gonna take a look at 10 celebrities who are unexpected anime fans. Number 10. Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish is quite possibly the most influential musician of the last 5 years. The 20-year-old has not only won the hearts of millions and an Oscar in her relatively short music career so far. She's known for discussing somewhat dark and controversial topics in a heartfelt way through her music. In a 2019 interview, she told the viewers that anime had quite a lot of influence on her music, as well as her personality. The singer was pretty much lost for words while talking about her favorite anime. Billie also shared how Spirited Away gave nightmares to her brother Finez, who couldn't handle some of the scenes in that film. The way she talked about it was a surprise to a lot of her fans, but looking at how much she loves to draw, you can understand why she would gravitate toward this medium. Moving on from a contemporary pop star, we go to a hip-hop legend, Snoop Dogg, whose love for anime is an old one. The dog father, who's known to most people for his hardcore rhymes, actually has a soft spot for anime. It was both hilarious and enduring at the same time, and brought a lot of people to Naruto. And even though his post alone is enough to showcase how much Snoop loves anime, what really made him notorious was actually a picture he posted on his social media accounts in 2017. In this rather cute picture, Snoop can be seen with his waifu, Neptune, from Hyperdimension Neptunia. It simply doesn't get more ochi than this. Next up on our list, we have the Star Wars sensation, John Boyega, who has reached the peak of Hollywood stardom in the last decade. While many fans know him as the face of the latest Star Wars trilogy, the man himself is a weeb. His love for anime first became public when back in 2017, he made a tweet asking people to suggest more creepy shows like Attack on Titan because he couldn't wait till the next season. And while we saw John looking for his next hit of anime goodness in this tweet, it was actually a Wired interview where he not only listed some of his favorite shows, but also went on to explain what makes anime so special in his eyes.
The style of storytelling for anime is something that other genres can't particularly capture, but I think that's what anime is for, you know.
Our next celebrity on this list is an actor, producer, podcaster, and one of the greatest stand-up comedians of all time. I'm talking about Bill Burr, who's making people laugh all around the world since the early 90s. While he's usually known for tackling political and social subjects in his comedy specials, Bill has also shared his thoughts on anime. In his weekly Monday morning podcast, he goes on to explain how One Punch Man was his first anime, and he thought it was just another cartoon.
Like, I tweeted that I like this show called One Punch Man.
In the same podcast, he dissects the show and points out all the subtle nuances you can find in every villain and every plot point. Do you know what else would be just as amazing? A like and sub to the channel, since it'll help us bring you more awesome videos just like this one. Thanks! Moving on, our next celebrity, or the group of celebrities to be more precise, is none other than the members of the K-pop royalty BTS. These boys have earned millions and millions of fans all over the world, and simply love talking about anime. It's quite clear that all of them have their own preferences when it comes to anime.
Dragon Ball is a 명작, you know 명작?
They not only love anime, but like any cultured fan, they also keep up with the manga, which you can see during an episode of Run BTS, which was shot entirely inside a manga cafe. So even though they've been instrumental to the astronomical rise of K-pop, the boys have also been promoting anime whenever they can. Moving on from K-pop giants, we go to the man who might just be the greatest star in WWE for a long time now. But what's really interesting is that he's been a fan of anime for even a longer period of time. In fact, his favorite anime aired all the way back in 1986. If you haven't guessed yet, I'm talking about the cult classic, Fist of the North Star. In a recent interview, John Cena had this to say about the film.
I saw Fist the first time maybe at 14 or 15 and just thought it was really well done.
Fight scenes and the whole aesthetic of the film influence so much of what you find in the highly acclaimed JoJo's Bizarre Adventures today. So a great choice for a favorite anime, if I say so myself. Our Our next celebrity is none other than the queen of pop music, Ariana Grande, who's been ruling the world of music for more than a decade now, selling more than 80 million records worldwide. She is one of the best-selling artists of all time. But what's even more special is the fact that she's also a huge anime fan. Her love for anime became apparent when she revealed the giant Chihiro tattoo on her arm. I'm sure many of you know that Chihiro is the protagonist of Hayao Miyazaki's masterpiece, Spirited Away. And apparently, she is a big inspiration for Ariana Grande, who used Instagram stories to explain how she loved Chihiro's growth from a shy and scared character into a hardworking and responsible young girl. Now, many people claim to be a fan of a certain character, but there aren't too many who will get a giant tattoo of that character to show their appreciation. Our next celebrity did exactly that to express his feelings for his favorite show, Israel Adesanya, who's been dominating the middleweight class of UFC for some time now, loves showing off his anime tattoos. It was a surprise that this insanely talented and highly accomplished fighter is actually one of the most die-hard fans in the world. And the fact that Naruto is his favorite show shouldn't be a surprise considering the man is a martial artist. He even explained on multiple occasions why he loves the show so much.
Like I said, I love watching anime because of the fight scenes. I love the animation style.
We leave the UFC superstar behind. We go on to MrBeast, who is currently the biggest YouTuber in the world. Jimmy has been hailed as a genius for not only figuring out the demand of his massive audience, but also for working harder than most people alive to achieve his dreams. However, even with the ultra-fast lifestyle, Jimmy manages to find some time for anime. And while talking to Joe Rogan, he laid out why he likes this medium so much.
I love anime because the stories are so weird that it inspires me. I feel like it's actually a really good way to develop creatively.
During an interview, he even mentioned his favorite anime of all time.
I'm gonna just say Naruto the same. Naruto, okay.
To be honest, we all love Naruto at one point or another, so no shame in choosing that. In another video, he had this to say.
Occasionally, honestly, last year, I feel like there wasn't that much good stuff.
Well, I can't argue that 2020 sure was a stinker for anime. Considering how much MrBeast loves anime, I guess it's only fitting that the man he idolizes is also a huge anime nerd. Yes, you've guessed it. I'm talking about the world's richest man, Elon Musk, who is quite literally the most influential anime fan in the world. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys know about Elon, unless of course you came from outer space or have been living under a giant rock. But while most of us associate Mr. Musk with an extremely efficient and often robotic lifestyle, the man actually does love watching anime. Just check out his Twitter thread, where he not only straight confesses his love for anime, but also showcases how deeply involved he is in the culture surrounding it. And if you're wondering, what kind of shows does a genius billionaire like? Well, think no more. In another Twitter interaction, Elon mentions Death Note, Evangelion, Ghost in the Shell, Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, Full Metal Alchemist, and Your Name as his favorite anime. And after looking at his favorite shows, I can truly see why so many people follow him with their eyes closed. The man really has great taste. And that wraps up today's video. Which of these celebrities surprised you the most? Feel free to share your thoughts and ideas with me in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.